Hello everybody, we're back with another episode of the Paragon video game online from Epic Games. I'm making this video in response to something I logged in and saw today. Okay, not everybody joined the game, so we'll go ahead and show you. This message right here. Yep, right there. Your contribution matters. You recently abandoned a match. Leaving other matches will result in a ban. Every match that I left was due only to the result of there being at least one AFKer, if not two or more. Okay? Because the current policy with AFK, which means away from keyboard, is that there is a reduced reward system. And you can't vote on surrender or things of that nature. Meaning, if you sit there and do nothing, you still receive, at least as far as I'm aware of, I haven't noticed if they've changed it or not, but at least upon the last time I was aware, you still receive a reward in EXP and things of that nature. It is reduced, however. You're not kicked from the game. You're not replaced allowing other players to play. You just take up a slot on the team and you basically do nothing. I called for a surrender in each and every one of these episodes where I left the game just to discourage these AFKers even further by reducing their penalty, their rewards even more. The less time you play, the less rewards you get, the less EXP you accrue. I took it upon myself as a form of protest to ask my team to support me in quitting the game, surrendering it, so that these parasites, these leeches, will receive even less rewards. Giving them the minimum reward for the minimum time played, minuscule, and they'll have to AFK 10, 20, 30 matches if people started doing this. Just to make the rewards for, a couple of games. And I logged in and received that notice. To me, all this is going to do is encourage AFKers. Hear my logic on this. If I, as a person, can't protest by leaving said game, I'm shackled to the game for the duration of the match. This wouldn't be an issue if the matches were like 5, 10, 15 minutes. Wouldn't have a problem with that, I could see it. The average match lasts 35 minutes to an hour. Average, it lasts about 45 minutes, and that's if the teams are fairly evenly matched. Yes, the games can go quickly if you call for a surrender and everybody votes for it. They can go, fairly quickly. However, that almost never happens. Even with AFKers on the team, people don't surrender. Now, in their defense, AFKers do not get to vote on the surrender either. They can't vote on whether or not they get to stay in the game and continue collecting these rewards. Perk. Good thinking on Epic Games' part there. However, hear my logic in this. This encourages AFKers. And I'll explain. If I am shackled to the game for 45 minutes, on average, and run the risk of receiving a ban if I leave, a person with less morals, or less ethics, or less work ethic, would at that point then just say, well, I'm not going to get banned. That sucks because I love the game. So instead, I'll just sit on my butt and collect rewards. I'll AFK. I won't risk a ban. I'll just, receive less rewards because that seems fair as far as Epic's game, as far as the company is concerned at the moment. with no auto kick instituted like in most MOBAs. This needs to be fixed and this needs to be addressed. Because it prevents people like me from enjoying the game. It prevents 4 other players on your team from enjoying the game. And I won't say it prevents 9 or 10 other players. Because realistically, the other team, the opposing team, is going to be of the mindset, oh, he left the game. They're down to 4 players. Oh, when one of them's AFK, they're down to 3 players. Easy win. We can rack up the rewards. You know, it benefits the other team. Straight up, that's all it does. So I'm not going to say they're going to be upset about it. Because they're probably not. Sure, there are a few. Don't get me wrong. But the majority are not going to complain about this. Because that's human nature. You don't really complain about what benefits you. That's my logic on that. So, instead of being shackled to the game for 45 minutes and playing my heart out and putting my full effort into it, if I was a less scrupulous individual, I could then abuse the system by simply staying in the game and not risking a ban and sitting at home base on my butt doing nothing and still collecting a reduced, albeit, but some reward and not risking my account status. See the problem here? I'm creating this video. I hadn't planned on creating one or publishing one today. I planned on taking the day off. You can ask my roommate. You know, did I not say I was taking the day off, Deb?
This is supposed to be your time off.
Exactly. But I felt the urgent need to address this issue. Now, I have sent an email to Epic Games asking them to reset my counter, if there is one, for unauthorized exits of matches, so that I'm not risking a ban in case real life calls and I have to log off and go do something. Which, as it stands right now, if I were to have to do that, I'd have to play the game through or go AFK, or risk my account being banned. Not a fun concept. Hopefully they'll respond, and hopefully that'll get reset and resolved. If not, I want to go ahead and make this video to address this issue. Because it is an issue. Even now, I do believe we have one on our team. I have to port back and we'll see. And the reason, and the way you can tell if someone's AFK is right down here in the chat box. You'll see where they equip items, buy items, etc. They're buying items, no problem. But if they're up here on the base for extended periods of time, and they're not buying items, they're probably AFK. Okay, he was just buying items. We don't have an AFK yet. Good. But that is the current state of the game. This is a real issue, and yes, I wasn't exaggerating. I honestly thought that guy was AFK because it's that commonplace. I understand this is a problem with most MOBAs. However, most MOBAs institute an auto kick, where you are kicked and you are replaced, and it solves the issue. It also not only solves the issue, it allows players that are waiting on a match to get involved in a match faster. Yes, it sucks because sometimes you're only in the match for 2 or 3 minutes. You know, you come in on the rear end of the match and you don't get much gameplay. But it still gets you into the action a little quicker and reduces some of the queue times. You know, it's a win-win. It really is. Except, of course, for the AFKers. It's a lose-lose for them. My other proposed solution to this issue is screw reduced rewards. If you're not going to institute auto kick, or you can't because you don't have the time or the resources to devote coders to writing the code for the auto kick or the replacement program, just expand upon the current existing system of reduced rewards and remove rewards entirely. 100% reward reduction. You receive no EXP, you receive no coins, you receive no cards, you receive no rewards at all for being AFK. Will there still be AFKers? Probably. Some people are just that way. However, they will not receive any kind of rewards for it. And I'm fine with that. I can tolerate an AFKer as long as I know he or she is literally not getting anything out of playing the game by sitting on their butt. Other than griefing. You know, there'll be a few that'll AFK just AFK. And you can't solve that. You can't cure douchebags. That's just an ugly fact of life. Douchebaggery isn't going to go away just because you will it. But this will greatly reduce some of the issues. Love the game. Fantastic game. I play it anytime I have a free chance. When I'm stressed, play it. Kill some shit. You know. Love the game. Love to see more boards in the game. Currently, there's only the one, but it's in open beta, and I expect more boards will be coming. You know, I'm not going to hold that against it. Oh, and today we're playing in 1600 by 1200, so that you can get a look at the graphics better. So far it's smooth. I've again cut off my antivirus and turned off my CC cleaner. And we'll see if this comes out in the wash of being smooth gameplay again. If so, then we'll be bringing you more gameplay from this. Right now we're assaulting the mid tower. And they're putting up one hell of a defense. Time for me to bug out just in case other players come in for the gank. Alright. I sent them an email directly. I would have posted to the forums, except I don't know if my leaving the game has resulted in disciplinary action on me not being able to post on the forums, or what the issue is there. But I could not post on the forums. I could read them, but I could not post on them for whatever reason. So I sent them an email directly. And I've also posted this video. We're going to chop this video at about 15 minutes, because as I said, the matches last about 45 minutes. My reason for leaving the game in defense was not just only to reduce their rewards and be a douchebag myself. There was about a 5, maybe 6 minute penalty for leaving the game early. Which means, instead of being chained to that one game for 45 minutes of my life, I can leave the game, go check my email, go do something, and come back 5 minutes later and get into another game, boosting my enjoyment, getting me more gameplay time, and in general enjoying my gameplay experience. I didn't think anything of it. Seemed like a logical way to protest. I tried all the official methods first, such as asking my team to surrender. I exhausted all other avenues. They failed, so I said, okay, I'm not going to waste my time with this game and AFKers. And instead I'll go do something and come back and get in a game where hopefully the next time we won't have the AFKers. Now this particular match is a rarity because we're about 12 minutes in, and so far I'm not seeing an AFKer. You may say, well, that's not very far out of a 45-minute match, and you're right. But to show you an idea of how big an issue this is, some of these scum-sucking parasites, and yes, I'm being harsh, but it's true, some of these scum-sucking parasites will log in, get in a match, and proceed to AFK the moment they are in. They literally will sit on their butt and do nothing. From the time they're in the game. Not an exaggeration. I've seen it. Now, the most AFKers I've had on my team at one time has been 2. That's extremely annoying. You're guaranteed to lose if you've got 2 AFKers. It's not going to happen. I was playing, Johnny on the spot, going left lane, right lane, mid lane, running myself ragged during that match with 2 AFKers, and literally we were still losing ground even though we were killing the enemy and picking up kills and lengthening their death timers, etc. At that point it becomes just flat out a numbers game. You're outnumbered and there's nothing you can do. Sad to say. I've never had 3 AFKers yet. Hope I never do. Although getting a surrender with 3 AFKers would be a whole lot easier. I only have to that point convince one person that, yeah, ain't worth it. Incidentally, during the match where I had the 2 AFKers, I didn't have to leave the match. I only had to convince 3 people to vote yes, surrender. Which was easy. The problem isn't when you have 2 AFKers, because 9 times out of 10, if you have 2 AFKers, the rest of the team will vote to surrender once you bring this to their attention. The problem is with 1 AFKer, and where you have to convince 3 other people, or 75% of the team. They're not going to do it. I have yet to see an episode where a match where they actually will do it, even with listing my reasons. Ooh. Minions. Alright, there we go. Let's hit this tower a little here. See if we can take this down. Nope. But we can't hurt it. Alright. So I'm going to call this here since it's been about 16 minutes and say that's the end of my rant / update on the state of the game. And go back to taking my day off. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been informative, and I hope that people like, share, comment, and subscribe this so that it gets out there and brings this to the attention, possibly, of somebody who can do something about it. Because I don't want to see this game fail. It has great potential and is very enjoyable. Alright. Anyway. Catch you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe on this video. Have a great day. See ya.